the problems of having no social media as a 24-year-old, and I just want to explain my issues, but also how it's kind of limited me in some areas, but obviously has also greatly impacted me in other areas. So just a quick background, and I've not had social media now for it's up to a year and a half now, and I've not been on it. Like, I've not re-downloaded any of the apps. This is just like literally straight like 18 months without having any social media apps. And mainly I deleted like Instagram, Snapchat, pretty much everything. And I just did it at first just as an experiment, like to see how it kind of helped me for a couple of weeks to a month. And I did that, and it was really good. I just felt really nice. Like, I felt like I got everything. I felt like, I was gonna say free, but it's more so I just felt like there's no pressure. There's no, like, I don't know, there wasn't any external things that were really affecting me internally. And yeah, I just kept with it, and it's been alright now. It's been good. But yesterday I went to my friend's party, and basically when you meet new people, especially people like that are around my age group, so 22, 23, 24, 25, or even 26, you meet a bunch of new people. I met so many new people I've never seen before or anything like that. And one of the things is like, just when you make a friend and stuff, or, well, I wouldn't say actually a friend, it's when you meet people, like, they normally ask for your Instagram, and it's just kind of awkward, but also like, obviously I don't have Instagram, so I don't really know what to, like, in where I'm kind of like from in my age group, no one really asks for numbers. Like, that's just not really a thing, and it seems weird if you do ask for a number, but I guess it kind of filters out people that you think you would be like you'd kind of really vibe with and get along with, so then you can give a number, and then you can, obviously, rather than random people that's on your Instagram page, that follow you, that you really don't know, you just met once. So I guess in that sense it's good, but I think there's a balance to this. Like, I just genuinely think it's very difficult to live in at least Western and modern society without social media. Now you're probably wondering, like, you clicked on this video and you think that I'm about to tell you all the benefits of kind of not having social media, and yes, there are loads, but also I'm going to be completely honest, like, it's not all like sunny days. There are drawbacks to not having social media, and one of them is just kind of like, I mean, everyone is on Instagram or everyone is on social media, so like, to not be a part of that, you need to have a very strong reason for yourself, like whether it's something like very personal, or if it's to do with, like, for example, mental health, then obviously prioritize that and don't go on social media if that's affecting it, or if it's part of the problem. But also, I just think also, like, a lot of my friends, like, close friends have, when we meet and they're like, oh yeah, they went on holiday or something, and they're quite surprised because I didn't see any of the pictures and stuff. So I always ask them, like, let's see what you did, what did you do there, and can I see any pictures? And yeah, I mean, one of the most common things I get is like, oh, I keep forgetting you don't have social media and stuff. So, it feels like I'm kind of like being extra in a sense, like they have to go out their way, like they don't even know. I mean, it's obviously not their fault, and it's obviously not my fault either, but just not having social media, like, you might think you're missing out on things, which definitely does feel like there is definitely a FOMO related thing to not having social media, I think, because there are many cases where, like, I didn't know about certain trends, I didn't know about certain things, or I mean, when I look back at it now, they're not really important, just simply because I didn't have social media. So I think you have to really factor in the benefits and the drawbacks of having or not having social media. One of the things as well is social media, I think, has to be given or just used with about anything, not just social media, but this applies to anything and everything. It comes in doses. You can't obviously have too much of anything, because then too much of any good thing will become a bad thing, basically. And as you know, social media is a very addictive, well, not just the platforms, but it's you develop addictive habits like mindlessly scrolling or just being just wasting your time and stuff. So like it does affect that, but if you can or have the self-awareness, just remove yourself from there for a bit, even if it's genuinely just one day. Like if you delete social media like every week, on one of the days you just do not go on any of the apps, or just you delete the apps for that one day. Let's say it's a random Wednesday every single week you don't have social media. That would really help you. Like that would genuinely help you feel more present. It will just it will kind of, because you're not forced into that world every single day, and you get to kind of take a step back. I think it should be done in balance. Like I'm taking the route where I've completely deleted it. Now it's been over a year and a half. I probably will go on it eventually when I need to. I just don't feel like I need to at the moment. There's no like the problems that I've highlighted, especially meeting people at like parties and like, people that want to keep in contact, they just ask you for your Instagram. Yes, they are issues, and they are like, it just makes things harder for you, I guess, and for them. But at the same time, are those issues strong enough for you to justify you going back on the apps, that if you feel like you don't want to go on them? I don't think they are. Like for me at least, like I don't mind, like if I really, really would want to stay in contact with someone that I met, like I clicked and I vibed, yes, then I'll take their number. But I wouldn't be taking people's numbers, especially people I just met, if I, as a replacement for not having Instagram. I just wouldn't do that. But no, I just like, it's difficult, because when you're in your early 20s and everything around you is very social media driven, and to not have that one thing, it does in a way make you feel like, am I missing out? But just remember why you quit in the first place.